I'm definitely not old enough to remember myself, but I am a student of history. And I remember World War I, World War II. I remember a lot of history about it. I have a Mother Stallings who lives here. She's 83 years old. And she was a little girl during all that time and when things was going on. And she understood exactly what it meant to have what you would call hard times. And she did say this. She said, you know, those of us who lived out in the country who were already poor, the depression did not affect us as much as it did for the people or the people who lived in the city and those who depended upon the economy itself, because we pretty much made our own way. Well, I said all that to say this. You know, first of all, number one, I'll be on live Blog Talk tonight. And of course, you can catch the broadcast on our online church, and I'll put the information down here below where you can see the video feed. But if you'd like to call in and speak to Pastor Dowell, and if you'd like to chat with me and also to listen to what I have to say tonight, well, I'll put the link to Blog Talk down here too. You have to actually go on and sign up for an account if you actually want to, you know, interact with some of the people in the chat room. But, you know, I've been doing this thing, what I'm doing now, for about 15 years. And, you know, 15 years ago, can you imagine what I looked like moving out to the country, preparing what I'm doing right now as far as getting self-sufficient? I got all the information from the Bible, and then I went around and looked at other people who was doing the same thing, and I learned a few things from it. But what I did was, I saw the environment we were in. I saw the way things were going. And I thank the Most High that I had the mind to be wide awake and to not depend upon the lust of the flesh. But I prepared my house. I received a lot of flack. I've been called. I can't tell you how many names I have been called. And the name calling hasn't stopped yet either. I mean, I think the latest things I've been doing for the last maybe 2 or 3 years is that emphatically people have labeled me a racist. Now, that's remarkable and amazing, of course. You know, you have to actually convince the people who actually know me personally, you know, that I'm a racist. Now, do I care about what other people say as far as that opinion go? Well, the answer is an emphatic no. I don't care nothing about what other people say, especially if they're not helping in the faith, if they're not strengthening the resolve in the minds of people. But if you sow doubt and unbelief, no, I don't care one bit about you. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And I'll say the same thing that Jesus said, you are of your father the devil, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do when you're sowing doubt and unbelief. But, you know, it's remarkable and amazing because, you know, the people that I pastor and the people who accept me as their pastor, well over 75% of those people are what you will call Caucasian. And they don't care one bit that I'm black, or what some of you say, brown. They could care less one bit, but it is important to some of you people out there who don't know any difference or know any better. But hey, you have to understand, whatever mindset you're in that mindset, and you better hope that that mindset is enough to be able to take you through what we're getting ready to go through. And that's just the truth. So that's neither here nor say, but I will tell you this. You can't be a racist and prepare people for what's getting ready to come, because that racism is not going to work. It's not going to work one bit. People will call you names. Just because they call you a name doesn't mean that that's what you are. They will call you that, and they're not about to stop. And I understand that. You know, people have different opinions, different beliefs about stuff, and hey, I do too. I have fellowship with a lot of brethren who don't believe everything that I believe. That's just a flat out truth. We have a lot of things that we agree on, and to tell you the truth, we haven't even got around to a lot of things that we don't disagree on, because we're too busy strengthening the things that we do agree on, because, you know, some of us are intelligent. We understand that if there is a disagreement, it's probably because I haven't spent enough time to actually look into it yet, and it's really not time to even really embark on a subject like that when we have the economy collapsing around us. So we need to really prepare our hearts and mind and get the people out there ready to prepare for what's coming. You know, this upcoming economic collapse. I'll start off with the depression to say this, because we're hitting it. The whole environment is setting up just like it did in World War I, just like it did in World War II, where, you know, we're going to experience inflation. We're going to experience commodities just literally going through the roof, where people are just going to barely be getting by. I'm talking about soup line, whether you like it or not. But those of us who've been wise and understand this environment, see this stuff, we know what's taking place. Most of you don't even know what took place with the dollar during the Depression. Why was it even called the Depression? Most of you don't even know. And so you look at me, and many people would nitpick at what I say. Well, look at this, look at this, look at that. I tell you what, make sure that what you believe, that it's enough to prepare you for what's coming. Because you're going to find out. All of us are going to find out if Pastor Dowell was telling us the truth or if I was lying. And we're going to find out what you believe, your stance and your belief, if it's the truth. Or so either way it goes, we're all going to test that both. You know, I had a wonderful, wonderful gift given me today. I went to the mailbox and I had a faithful brother and sister down in Texas send me this very, 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 very nice 10-ounce. Look at this. 10-ounce Australian kookaburra. I mean, just a beautiful round right here. And I do thank you for your gift. I also had a faithful brother in New York send me, look at this coin right here, a Ron Paul 1-ounce silver coin. Ron Paul, look at this thing. Is that not a beautiful coin? These are the type of people who are intelligent, informed, and they get it. They understand what's going on because they understand that these ironclad slugs as well as these fiat currency is just not going to do. It's not going to get it. We're going to go back to a silver and gold standard, whether you understand it, like it or not. You had better buy all the food that you can right now, because if not, you're going to suffer real hard, whether you like it or not. You had better learn how to get the #1 resource in the world under control, and that's water. You better get it as much as you can, fast as you can, to make sure you're able to get some clean water. And you had better prepare. You better get ammo. You better get guns. You better do whatever it takes to prepare you and your family for what's getting ready to come around this corner. You know, I often say it over and over again. You know, sometimes I just get sick and tired of even mentioning this stuff again and again and again. But every time I say that, and then I put a video out like this, I get maybe 1 or 2 replies. And that's what it's all about. 1 or 2 people will hear this video. They'll see it. And all of a sudden, the light bulb will come on. They'll become a faithful listener as well as a supporter of this truth, of this man of Yah. So if some of you don't believe that I'm a man of Yah, irrelevant. There are plenty of people out there that do. Those are the ones that matter to me. So people's unbelief does not make my belief nor my faith void, nor does it make the people out there faith void. And that's just the truth. The children, the teenagers, we went out the other day, and I actually had a good time with them. Every once in a while, I do things like that with our teenagers. And I'm going to let you in on it, but I hope to see you at Blog Talk tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, on blogtalkradio.com/straightway and www.online-church.org. Information will be at the bottom. I hope that I was able to say something that will help your heart and your mind. Remember, there's only one accuser of the brethren. And the way that he accuses the brethren is he uses people to accuse the brethren who just so happen to be Israelites. All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I'm with the children, the community, the teenagers. We are out today picking up some grains, some wheat, some, what else we picked up? Bug out bags and bail out bags, and we're at the Mexican restaurant for a treat right now because they're all of them are homeschooled, do very well in their studies. What else we did? Went to the Mennonite Army store. Went to the Army store, Hobbeckers and stuff, pick up a bunch of grains and stuff. But anyway, we're having a good day, having a good time. Just thought we let y'all in on our little day. Y'all wave to tell everybody bye. Bye bye.